Hello, this is Shay Jackson with Hype Math. In today's video, we will be reviewing for the 2022 Texas STAAR Math Test for 6th graders. Our concept is converting fractions, decimals, and percents. Yes, this is part 7. Remember, 6th graders, if you're always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you can be. Do you need a math or reading tutor? We offer virtual one-on-one and group tutoring for 2nd to 8th grade students. Parents, there's a link in the description box for you to sign up for a free consultation. We also have our 6th grade STAAR Math Review Workbook available for purchase in our store. The link is in the description box so that you can grab yours today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell, and press the like button so that you will be alerted to new videos we upload and also help spread the word about Hype Math. We greatly appreciate your support. Let's talk about how to convert fractions to decimals. There are 2 ways that we can do it. First is if you have a denominator of 10, 100, or 1,000. The first step is to write the numerator as a whole number, and step 2, move the decimal point to the left by the number of zeros in the denominator. Let's take a look. We have 8 tenths, and we see that there is 1 0 in the denominator, so we are going to write our number, our numerator, which is 8, as a whole number, and then we're going to move the decimal, which is right after the whole number, is 8 point. We're going to move it one place to the left, and that will make it 0.8. Next, we have 8 over 100. There are 2 zeros in 100, so we are going to move our decimal 2 places to the left. Again, writing our numerator as a whole number. Our decimal is right after the 8. We are going to move it 2 times, and 0.08 is our answer. Now let's look at the second option. So if we don't have a 10, 100, or 1,000 in our denominator, we have to divide. So we're converting 5/6 to a decimal. The 6 will go on the outside of the house, and the 5 will go on the inside of the house. Since 6 cannot go into 5 evenly, we need to add a decimal point because we need to add some zeros. When we add that decimal on the inside of the house, we are going to put it at the top of the house, lining them straight together, okay? So now, yes, 6 can go into 50 8 times. 6 times 8 is equal to 48. So 50 minus 48 is equal to 2. I'm going to bring my second 0 down, and now I have 20. 6 can go into 20 3 times. 6 times 3 is equal to 18. 20 minus 18 is equal to 2. So 5/6 rounded to the nearest hundredth is converted to 0.83. Now let's look at how to convert decimals to fractions. Step 1, we're going to underline the last digit and identify that decimal's place value. Then we're going to make that place value the denominator. Step 2, we're going to remove that decimal from the number, and that will be our numerator. And of course, we have examples. We are going to convert 0.4 to a fraction. So we said we need to underline the last digit, which is 4. That is in the 10th place. So 10 is our denominator. We're dropping our decimal point, and our numerator is going to be 4. Let's convert 0.32 to a fraction. 2 is the last digit, and it is in the hundredths place. 100 is my denominator, and all I need to do is drop that decimal and write the number 32 in the numerator. So 0.32 is converted to 32 over 100. Now let's look at converting 1.69. Now, since this is a mixed number, our whole number is going to stay the same. All we're going to do is focus on our 0.69. Again, we are going to underline our last digit. That is 9. That is in the hundreds place. And we are going to have 100 as our denominator, drop our decimal point, and put 69 as our numerator. 1 and 69 over 100 is my answer. Now let's talk about how to convert decimals to percents. Step 1, we are going to multiply our decimal by 100. And an easy way and kind of a hack way to do that is we are going to move our decimal point 2 places to the right, okay? Multiplying 100 is like moving our decimal place 2 places to the right, and then we're going to add on our percent sign. So let's take a look. We have 0.4 and we are going to convert it to a percent. We are going to take our decimal and we're going to move it 2 places to the left, and now our answer is 40, and we're going to add a percent sign. 40% is our answer. Let's look at converting 0.32. Again, we are going to multiply by 100, which means we are going to move our decimal point 2 places to the right. We will end up with 32. We add on our percent sign, and 32% is our answer. Now let's look at how to convert percents to decimals. And all we're doing is doing the opposite of what we did to find the percent. Now we're going to drop our percent sign and we're going to divide by 100, which means we're going to move our decimal 2 places to the left. So 40%, we drop the decimal, it becomes 40, and we need to move our decimal 2 places to the left. So 0.4 or 0.40 is my answer. Now let's do the same thing with converting 32%. We are going to drop that percent sign and we see that we have 32. We are going to move our decimal point 2 places to the left, and 0.32 is our decimal. And that is it. Now let's dive into our problems. Remember, we have our 6th grade math review workbook available for purchase in our store. Number 19 says, a restaurant offered cooking classes on 24 of the 30 days in November. What decimal is equivalent to the fraction of days in November that classes were offered at the restaurant? So the first thing we need to do in order to answer this question is, of course, ask what are we looking for? We are looking for the decimal equivalent to the fraction of days in December that the classes were offered at the restaurant. Now that we know that, our next question is, well, what information can help find the answer? The information that can help find the answer is that the restaurant offered cooking classes on 24 of the 30 days in November, okay? That's our ratio. How do we solve the problem? We are going to divide 24 out of the 30, and let's do that now. We have 24 of 30. We are going to divide. Remember, 6th graders, the 30 goes on the outside of the house and 24 on the inside of the house. Since 30 cannot go into 24 evenly, we are going to put a decimal place on the inside of the house. Make sure you line it up and put one on the outside of on the top of the house, and we're going to add zeros, okay? Now 30 can go into 240. 8 times 30 is equal to 240. 240 minus 240 is equal to 0. So our answer is either 0.8 or 0.80. Both answers are the same value. Now that we've done that, what is our correct answer? And of course, we've already solved it. It's either 0.80 or 0.8. Let's look at number 20. A meteorologist at a television station reported that a town received 0.95 inches of rain. Which fraction is equivalent to this amount of rain in inches? Is it F, 19 over 50 inches, G, 19 over 20 inches, H, 95 over 10 inches, or J, 9 over 5 inches? In order to answer this question, you already know what we need to do. We need to find what we are looking for. And we are looking for the fraction equivalent to 0.95 inches. Okay, now that we know what we're looking for, the next thing we need to do is discover what information can help find the answer. And it's just knowing that we have the 0.95 inches, and what we need to do to solve the problem is convert it to a fraction. Let's dive in and do that now, okay? And we talked about how to convert decimals to fractions. The first thing we're going to do is underline the last digit, that is 5, and it is in the hundreds place. So 100 will be our denominator, and we're going to drop that decimal point, and 95 will be our numerator. So 95 over 100. Now that we've done that, we need to simplify our fraction. And if you don't know, whenever you're needing to simplify a fraction, start with numbers you believe that, and it can be a small number, just like we did with 5, start with 2 or 5 or 3, just to get you started, okay? So what we're going to do, we don't know what the highest number is, so we're going to divide 95 and 100 by 5. Starting with dividing our numerators, 95 divided by 5 is equal to 19. 100 divided by 5 is equal to 20. So 0.95 inches converted to a fraction is 19 over 20 inches. And what is our correct answer? All we need to do is look at our answer choices to see which one matches our answer. And yes, it is G. Great job, 6th graders. And that is it for our review of converting fractions, decimals, and percents. Remember, if you need a tutor, parents, you can sign up for a free consultation. The link is in the description box. Also, we have our 6th grade review workbook available for purchase in our store. This is Shay Jackson with Hype Math. I will talk to you later.